Hi students, welcome to English class. Today we will learn parts of speech. Parts of speech. Grammar is very essential in writing, speaking English. The first fundamental grammar before we learn active voice, passive voice, reported speech, degrees of comparison, articles. First and foremost, we should know what are the parts of speech. Grammar is very important. When we speak with others, if we know the grammar, if we follow the structure of grammar, we will speak a good English. We will speak fluently also. So, grammar is very important. Parts of speech. Parts of speech is very essential in any sentence. First and foremost, let us take our own example. We have our human body, we have our human body. Head, body, hands, legs, nose, mouth. These are all organs of our human body. What are they? Organs of our human body. Each and every organ function is different from others. So, our brain, this functions different from nose. It has its own function. Nose function smelling, and our mouth function is eating and drinking, and stomach digestion, and both the hands doing work and doing whatever things we need. Legs, we cannot eat with the legs, no? We cannot eat with the legs. We will eat with the hand only. At the same time, I cannot play football. I cannot play football with the hand. I will play football leg. That is why every organ has its own function. Every organ has its own function. If all the organs functions well, then we will be very healthy. If all the organs functions well, we will be very healthy. So, dear students, at the same time, we have parts of speech. How human body has organs at the same time. Even for in grammar, there is a topic is called parts of speech. Parts of speech is very essential in grammar. Now there are 8 types of parts of speech are there. How many types? 8 types of parts of speech. 8 types. These parts of speech will come each and every sentence. Each and every sentence we can find parts of speech. So let us see what are the 8 parts of speech. First, we take about noun. Second, pronoun. Second one is pronoun. Third one, adjective. Fourth, adverb. Fifth one, verb. Sixth one, preposition. Seventh one, conjunction. Eighth, last one, interjection. These are called parts of speech. First, noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, verb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. This these all are not same. It has its own function. Pronoun has its own function. Adjective has its own function. Adverb, like that. So this every sentence will come across, any type of sentence will come across these 8 parts of speech. 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, verb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Now let us learn briefly about these parts of speech. First, let us take noun. What is a noun? Noun refers name of the person. Noun refers name of the person, thing, name of the persons, things, animals, state means position, state or activity. This is called noun. Noun refers, if there is name of the person, it is noun. If with the sentence name anything is there, it is noun. If in the sentence any animal name is there, it is regarded as noun. In the sentence any state or activity, it shows action, any activity, it is a noun. So noun is a word which refers name of the person, name of the thing or animal. This is called noun. Now let us see what are types of nouns. First one is proper noun. Proper noun? Second one is common noun. Third one is collective noun. Fourth one is material noun. Fifth one is abstract noun. Sixth one, noun countability. These are the types in noun. Form. So first let us recall. Noun is the name of the person, things, animals, state or activity. This is the definition of noun. So what are the types of noun? Types of noun is a proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, abstract noun, noun in countability. Here countable noun, uncountable nouns. These are the types in noun form. Now let's take one by one. Let's learn one by one these nouns. First let us take proper noun. So what is proper noun? Proper noun refers name of the particular name of the person, again things, animals, etc. Proper noun means particularly name of the person, things, animals, etc. Now what is the particular name of the person? For example, here Ravi is a clever boy. Here what can we find? What is noun? Yes, Ravi is noun. So what kind of a noun it is? proper noun because particular name of the person, particular name of the person. That is why it is regarded as a proper noun. Particular name of the, this is called proper noun. Now, Chennai is a big city. Chennai is a big city. In this, what is proper noun? Chennai. Yes, Chennai is a proper noun. Why it is called proper noun? Particular name of the place. Place also here. Place also. Particular name of the place. So it is called Chennai is called proper noun. First sentence, Ravi is a clever boy. Ravi is called proper noun, and second sentence, Chennai is a big city. Chennai is called proper noun. Okay, next, Krishna river. Krishna river. What is proper noun? Krishna. Easily we can identify whether it is a proper noun or any other noun. How can you identify easily? Because particularly name of the person, particular name of the place, particular name of the thing, and particular name of the animal. If there is a particular name of the person, it is a proper noun. If there is a particular name of the place, it is a proper noun. If there is a particular name of the animal, it is a proper noun. So, next we will see common noun. Now, let us see common noun. Common noun. What is common noun? Common noun refers same class or kind. Same class or kind. It refers the group of words which refers group of words same class or kind. In this common noun, there be no proper particular name of the person. Commonly, we say common. There is no particular name of the person, particular name of the place, particular name of the animal. This will not be there. Common noun. For example, I saw a boy. Here, boy is common noun. There is no. It is not a particular name here. Boy, just there is no name of the person, just a boy. So it is called proper noun, common noun. Next one, I saw a beautiful girl. In this sentence, what is common noun is girl is common noun. So why it is a common noun? There is no particular name there. That is why it is common noun. Same kind or same class or kind. Have you understood? So here girl is a common noun. Here boy is common noun. Like that, man common noun, women common noun, city common noun, town common noun, chair common noun. There are number of things are there. So when you refer commonly any noun, it is called common noun. Now third one, let us take collective noun. What is collective noun? It refers group of people, animals or things collectively. This is called collective noun. When we refer collective noun, it refers group of people, group of things, group of animals. Collective these group of people, group of things or group of animals will come together and work or do any kind of work collectively. Group then it is called a collective noun, because the word itself is collective noun. Here the meaning is here only, collective noun. Collective means group of people. For example, we can take team. Here team is a group of people. Next one, fleet is a group of sheep. Next one, herd, group of pigs. And let's take soldier, army, group of soldiers. Army, group of soldiers. That's why team, fleet, herd, army. So a team is a group of people, team members, we can say team members. Next one is fleet, group of sheep, and herd, group of animals. Next, army, group of soldiers. So it is called collective noun. Now let us see material noun. What is called material noun? Material noun. It refers materials. It refers materials or substance which the thing is made. For example, the thing is made is you take the gold and they make it many things by using gold. Gold watch, gold chain. So these are called material nouns. Now let us see some of the examples of material nouns. We can take it gold. It is a material noun. Gold is a material noun, and silver is material noun. Wood is material noun. And here milk is material noun. Sugar is material noun, etc. So these are called material nouns. Material nouns. Here it refers materials. That's why it is called material noun. Gold, silver, wood, milk, sugar, etc. Now let us see abstract noun. What do you mean by abstract noun? It refers, we cannot see these nouns, but we can feel. We cannot see these nouns by our own eyes, but we can feel. It is called state or position, or activity and quality. This is very, very important. Quality. So when we refer the state or position, activity or quality, it is called abstract noun. So some examples. Abstract noun: kindness, abstract noun. Goodness, abstract noun. Honesty, abstract noun. Love, etc. So kindness, goodness, honesty, love, there are some words are there. This is called abstract noun. So we cannot see, can we see goodness, can we see kindness, can we see honesty, but we can feel this kind of honesty, responsibility, faithful, truthful, this truth, faith, confidence, obedience. This all will come under abstract noun. Now one more is a countable noun, which be counted. Countable nouns are book is countable. Eggs can be counted. So book and books, eggs, or what we count. What are countable nouns means what we count, that is called countable nouns. So we can count books 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, 10. Eggs 2x, 3x, 4x, like that. So it is called countable noun. Next one, uncountable noun, which we cannot counted. Uncountable nouns are which we cannot count. For example, sugar, we cannot count sugar. Hair, we cannot count hair. And water, we cannot count water. Rice, we cannot count rice, etc. These are called uncountable nouns. So countable nouns are that can be counted, uncountable nouns are that cannot be counted. So these are the types in a noun. So again, what is a noun? Noun is a name of the person, things, animals, state or activity. What are the types of nouns? First one proper noun, second one is a common noun, next one is a collective noun, next one is material noun, next one is abstract noun, and countable noun and uncountable noun. Next, let us move forward. Pronoun. Let us take one second one. Second one is pronoun. Second one is a pronoun. What is pronoun? Pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun, which is used instead of a noun. Instead of a noun. Pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun. So for example, Reshmi studies well. Full stop. She does hard work. She does hard work. She is called a pronoun. What is the function of pronoun? We need not to write again and again noun Ravi or your name. Instead of a name, you can use pronoun she here. Listen carefully. Here Reshmi studies well. Reshmi studies well. Full stop. She does hard work. Here Reshmi studies well. Again, I should not write here. Again, Reshmi does hard work. Reshmi is a clever girl. So that is why it is called pronoun. So what is a pronoun? Pronoun is a word which is used before instead of a noun. Now let us take types of pronoun. Types of pronoun. Types of pronoun. First one is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns. Second one is personal pronouns. Possessive pronouns. Third one is personal pronouns, possessive pronouns. Next, reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns. Fifth one is distributive pronouns. Distributive pronouns. Next one, reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocal pronouns. Emphatic pronouns. Emphatic pronouns. Relative pronouns. Relative pronouns. First one, types of pronouns we see. First one is the personal pronoun, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, distributive pronouns, reciprocal pronouns, emphatic pronouns, and last one, relative pronouns. Next, interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns. These are types in pronoun. First one is a personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, distributive pronouns, reciprocal pronouns, emphatic pronouns, relative pronouns, and interrogative pronouns. Now let us see one by one. First, what is it called? What are personal pronouns? What are personal pronouns? Personal pronouns are 7. Personal pronouns are 7. Personal pronouns 7. That is I, we, you, he, she, it, they. They are called personal pronouns. First one is I, we, you, he, she, it. How many? 7 personal pronouns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 personal pronouns are there. Now let us take I will come me. We can write we as you, as usual you, and he, him, she, her, it, they, them. They, them. I is subject, me is object, we is subject, us object, you subject, you object, he subject, him object, she subject, her object, it subject, it object, and they subject, them object. These are called personal pronouns. So how many types of pronouns are there? 7 types of pronouns are there. What are they? I, we, you, he, she, it, they. They are called personal pronouns. They are called personal pronouns. Second one, let us take possessive pronouns. What do you mean by possessive? Possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns are having ownership, having ownership, having ownership, or possessing. What I have, what I possess, that are called possessive pronouns. For example, you can say my, this is my chalk holder, this is my chalk holder. So we can write one example. This is my chalk holder. What is possessive pronouns? My is called possessive pronoun because it belongs to me. So it is called it is my chalk holder. Next my, we can say my, and her. Next one his. Next one their, theirs, my, his, her, and they, theirs. This called. Next mine is, and mine is possessive pronoun. Next one your, possessive pronoun, yours, possessive pronoun, and theirs, possessive pronouns. So these are called possessive pronouns. Having ownership means what I have. This is my chalk piece, I told. This is my cell phone. It is her book. It is her book. We can say it is her book. So her is called possessive pronoun. Now let us take reflexive pronouns. What we call reflexive pronouns. Third type is called reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns none other than myself, yourself, herself, myself, yourself, herself, themselves. These are called reflexive pronouns. Myself, yourself, herself, and themselves. These are called reflexive pronouns. Now let us go to fourth one. It is called demonstrative pronouns. What we call demonstrative pronouns? What do you mean by demonstrative pronouns? What do you mean by demonstrative pronouns here? Demonstrative pronouns are when we point of anything, when we point to anything or object, when we point to any object or anything, it is called demonstrative pronoun. For example, this is my classroom. This is my classroom. What is demonstrative pronoun? This is my classroom. This is called demonstrative pronoun. That is my book. That is my book. This is called demonstrative pronouns. These apples are mine. Those books are yours. So this, that, these, and those are called demonstrative pronouns. So now let us continue this same class next session. Until then, thank you.